Alright, my room is a little bit chaotic right now because I'm starting to go through my storage stuff, so please ignore the mess. We're just gonna pretend it's not there. So today I want to talk about a really exciting trip that I took last week, and I wasn't really sure what to expect. So we traveled to New York City from where I live, which is about 3 hours one way. So in total, it was such a long travel day, so 6 hours both ways, to go and get acupuncture in like the middle of New York City. And so today I'm gonna kind of talk about that experience, what the results have been from that experience, which have actually been like unbelievable. Kind of mind-blowing, wild, all the crazy words you could think of, because I wasn't expecting anything. And I've had acupuncture before and I've not really had results from it, but this was from a master. So let's get into it. So last week I woke up super early one day, and my mom was also getting a treatment, but I can't drive. My mom has eye issues, so she can drive short distances, but she did not feel comfortable driving to New York City. Huge shout out to my dad. He was our ride. So he drove us into the heart of New York City. And so we really didn't hit any traffic on the way up, which was really nice. The tolls were insane. Like the toll in the tunnel in New York City was like $17. Mind-blowing, but it really wasn't too bad. We took a couple wrong turns, I think, in New York City because like our phone that was navigating us wouldn't catch up. Like it started losing service, and that was bad when you don't know where you're going. But anyway, it wasn't really too bad. We got off the tunnel, and then it was a couple streets over from that, a couple blocks over, which was really cool. It was right near the Empire State Building, but we ended up parking in a place we shouldn't have parked in. And when we parked there were all these cars and trucks, and so the signs were covered up. But we parked in a commercial vehicle only parking area, and so literally we got a ticket almost immediately, which we didn't know we were in the wrong spot. We even paid for parking, so we paid like $30 for parking, and then the ticket was like $115. So then we had to go around the block to try to find other parking, and that was like $60 or something. It was wild. But anyway, apparently I've been told by multiple people that's like an initiation in New York City. So we got that out of the way, and hopefully that will not happen again if I ever go back. Personally, New York City is just way too overstimulating, and like the energy is very chaotic for me. I'm from the woods, so when I go into a city, even a small city, I get very overstimulated because of my sensory issues. And so it was a lot for me, I'm not gonna lie. We ended up getting there really early, like 2 hours or an hour and a half early for our appointment because we were so nervous we were gonna hit traffic and we didn't know what we were doing. So we got there super early, basically checked in, filled out some forms, and then in advance I also had filled out some forms as well. And then she was like, you can just like go walk around if you want. So my mom ended up staying at the center because it was a lot quieter there. It was on the top floor of a building. They'd soundproofed everything, so you could only hear people like if they honked outside, but it was pretty calming space. I didn't realize this before we left, but they also had a salt room. So my mom spent a lot of the time in a salt room, which I was very jealous of. It was really nice. I did get to go in there for a little bit after. It was beautiful. So my dad and I went back out just to kind of explore a little bit, and that was really fun. So yeah, we went down and saw like the Wedge building. I don't remember what it's called, but it was under construction, so there was just a lot of scaffolding and stuff around it. Saw the top of the Empire State Building. If you stand below it, you can't see anything anyway. So saw the spires. Also got ice cream. So we basically got ice cream, and it was right around the corner from the car. So then I was able to eat ice cream in the car, which is really nice. That's when we found the ticket and then had to move the car. But yeah, it was fun just kind of exploring for a little bit. And then we went back, and my appointment was first. And so you have a little consult with this master. He's like a master acupuncturist, and my mom has been taking Qigong virtually from him and his center for a while now and loves it. And so she was very excited to like go there in person. But the consult was great. Basically on the intake form, there were all these like symptoms that you would circle if you had them. I circled like probably 95% of them, right? Like almost all of them. And so he looked at that and he was like, you were just way too young to have all these issues. And I was like, yeah, tell me about it. And he was like, you basically have software and hardware issues, and so this is gonna take a while. And I'm not saying I'm gonna cure you, which I love because people before have been like, I can cure you, and then like they obviously don't. He was like, but I'm really hoping to help you with symptom management. And I was like, yes, please. Basically he asked me these different questions, and then he was like, all right, I'm also gonna give you some herbs. Like we're gonna do acupuncture today, then I'm gonna give you an herb treatment to take home. You're gonna do it for like 6 6 weeks, and then we'll just like see how you feel, and you can come back if you want, or you can see a local acupuncturist and we can tell them what points to do. So we did that, and then he was like, all right, now we'll do the acupuncture. And so it was this room that had like pipes running through it. So most of it was really relaxing, but there was a time when, I don't know if someone was taking a shower or something somewhere in the building, but boy, were those pipes rattling and making weird noises. And so that was like very distracting. I was like, what is going on? So the first thing that he did was he pressed a spot on the bottom of my foot, because he said like with the meridian and stuff, he was like, I think it's your liver meridian with my like endo pain and my brain fog and my chronic fatigue and stuff. So he was like, I'm gonna focus on that. Like his focus was my endometriosis pain. Basically, he pressed this spot, and last week would have been my ovulation pain week. So every month I have excruciating pain, which would be during my ovulation, and it's so incredibly painful. And I just been starting to have that pain that day. It's like a burning pain, at least this time it was. So it just felt like the whole area was on fire. And this acupuncturist pressed the bottom of my foot, this spot on the bottom of my foot, and the pain went from burning fire pain to this cooling sensation. And I was like, that's kind of insane. And I know it's not a placebo effect, because like I went into this expecting nothing. My endometriosis doctor has said she's had a patient that acupuncture took care of all of her endo pain. And so it's like possible to get some relief, but I've never had any relief from acupuncture. So I was just like, I'm not really expecting anything. I hope for things, but my expectation is that nothing will change. So basically he pressed this spot, and I was like, that's weird. Like that feels better. So he put all the needles in, and he didn't even like tell me when he was putting the needles in. He was just like boop, 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 like putting them in. It was wild. But I've had acupuncture before, so I was like prepared. But if I hadn't, I would have panicked probably, because it hurts like a little bit. It's a needle going in, you know? So anyway, he puts the needles in, and then you just like lay there for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something like that. And then someone comes in and takes your needles out, and then you're done. And so yeah, they went over everything before I left of like, these are the herbs you're gonna take. I have 2 different herbs. I take them twice a day. You're supposed to take them away from like food and away from other medications as well, or supplements. She went over all of that. And so yeah, I basically have been doing that. And since my treatment, the first 2 days I woke up at 8 a.m. And I should say that like I sleep in as late as I need to. I don't set an alarm unless I have to. And most days I wake up around like 11 a.m. and I need like 10, 11, 12 hours of sleep. That's just what my body needs. And so usually I can't go to bed before 11, midnight, 1. And so that's kind of my sleep schedule. But last week, the first 2 days I woke up at 8 a.m. The next day I woke up at 9 a.m. because the day before had just been a really long day, and I think my body needed to sleep in. And then the last 2 days has been 7 a.m. Who am I? I've never been a morning person. Even before I was sick, I would sleep in until like 9 a.m. I've just never been a morning person. My body really needs its sleep, and I'm a night owl. I've been waking up at 7 a.m. and last night I went to bed at like 8. What? Like, who am I? It was mind-blowing. I couldn't believe that alone. So my sleep has been a lot better, and I've been able to wake up earlier and go to bed earlier. And then also my endo pain has been better, to the point where today I was thinking about it and I was like, normally I numb the pain. That's what you have to do to survive, because my endo pain has been just getting worse and worse and worse, and it's just constantly there. I can't have anything pressing my stomach. If one of my cats walks across my stomach, I'm in just excruciating pain, because endometriosis is one of the 20 most painful conditions in the world. And so today I was like, that's weird. I have endo pain, but it is so significantly reduced that it's not even almost in the back of my head anymore. It's so weird. And so like, yeah, pretty much every day it's kind of been getting a little bit better. And I woke up today and my bloating, my endometriosis belly bloat, where I look like I'm pregnant, that was better. I looked at my stomach and I was like, wow, that's flatter. That's interesting. And so these results are like wild to me, because I wasn't expecting anything, and who knows, like going forward, what will happen. But if this continues, I think I'm gonna go back and see him in 6 weeks, because these are some really wild results. And he was focused on the endometriosis pain, right? So if we work on that, maybe we could then work on the brain fog next and try to, you know, help that. But he basically also said, like, you really want to rest. Like the next 3 months, or like basically for the winter, you want to rest. Your body is trying to heal. And basically what the acupuncture is like a energy reset. Chi is what they call it. So you want to put your body into this energy reset because they believe that your body can heal itself, which is a lovely thought, and I hope that too. My body has not been able to heal itself, but the idea is that, like, if you get all your energy flowing and it's not stagnant and it's in the right areas, it can basically heal all of your problems. Maybe not all your problems, but at least some of them. And so I don't know how much of that, like, I'm still figuring out, like, what do I believe, because I just haven't seen much happen for me. But this is like kind of mind changing. You know what I mean? Like, this is pretty wild. So I don't know what will continue to happen. I will continue to give updates as things progress. You know, granted, I am still on the cephalexin medication, which we don't know why, but that gives me physical energy, right? I'll only have it through December 16th, and I probably will never get it again because you're not supposed to be on antibiotics long term. And so I don't know, did the cephalexin give me a boost? And then when the acupuncture came in, it really boosted me? Is it interacting with it? Like, I don't know, but there was a significant change even while I've been on the cephalexin. It's different than even 2 weeks ago versus since the acupuncture. So I'm a little mind blown right now. I'm just riding the wave. I'm not like expecting anything, you know, going forward, but I would love to continue to be able to wake up early and go to bed early. That has always been my goal, and I've just never been able to do it. And so fingers crossed that this continues, because how like life-changing would that be, honestly? And so I'm optimistic. I think so many things are coming together, and I'm seeing so many changes, which hasn't happened for years through my health journey, and I'm really excited. So this was like a really cool journey to go and travel all the way to New York City to experience acupuncture from a master for the first time. And then, yeah, been having these like really wild results that were very unexpected. I wasn't expecting any of this. I'm just very grateful for it, and I'm ready to ride the wave, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I will continue to update you all, like I said, and fingers crossed it continues to happen, but I'm really excited and just so grateful. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next, but it's really cool to have some sort of relief, you know what I mean? So yeah. All right, so let me know if you have had any acupuncture experiences that have been really life-changing for you, or even bad experiences. Like, I just want to just hear more about acupuncture now because I'm interested in this, and I'm excited to see what happens next. So I will talk to you all soon, my friends. I have so many vlog ideas coming up. Like, I just got a knitting machine, and I want to share that because that's super cool. I've not been able to hand knit because of all my joint issues for years, and to be able to get some level of knitting back is so exciting. So I'll keep you all updated on that, and I will talk to you all soon, my friends.